He crashed on her planet and she thought he was lunch until he cooked for her. The twin sons of Vorin beat down like a cosmic oven, turning the crimson sands into a frying pan. Leo Parker stumbled through the desert, his flight suit torn, his face streaked with sweat and grime. His ship, a rusty bucket he'd nicknamed the Greasy Spoon, lay in smoking ruins a mile back, victim of a plasma storm that hit like a bad Yelp review. His stomach growled louder than a Vornian sandwolf, and his throat felt like he'd gargled sandpaper. "Yo, Universe, what's good?" Leo muttered, shielding his eyes. "I just wanted to deliver some frozen pizzas to the colony on Nexara, not star in a sci-fi horror flick. Somebody get me a burger and a Wi-Fi signal stat." He tripped over a rock, landing face first in the sand. Spitting out grit, he groaned, "This is it. I'm gonna die out here, and my epitaph's gonna read, 'Here lies Leo, the guy who made a killer pepperoni pie but could not run a desert.' Subscribe to Alien Whispers channel for more epic fails, folks." The ground shook. A low, grumbling growl echoed, like a semi-truck revving its engine. Leo froze, heart pounding. Oh, hell no. That's not a tumbleweed. He scrambled to his knees, squinting through the heat haze. A shadow loomed, tall as a billboard and twice as intimidating. Enter Clythea, Vorinian huntress extraordinaire. 10 feet of pure alien badass, her emerald skin glimmered like a polished gem, catching the sunlight in dazzling fractals. Her golden eyes burned with predatory focus, and her braided hair, black as obsidian and woven with glowing beads, swayed like a warrior's banner. In one hand, she gripped a spear that hummed with energy, its tip glowing like a rave stick on steroids. "Intruder," Clythea boomed, shaking the sand. "You trespass on Vorin's sacred hunting grounds. Your scent is peculiar, soft, meaty. You will make a fine meal for the great feast." Leo's jaw dropped. "Meal? Yo, lady, I'm not on the menu. I'm Leo, okay? I make pizza, not protein shakes." He waved his hands, backing up. "You want a snack? I got some emergency granola bars in my pocket. Kind of stale, but better than chowing down on me." Clythea tilted her head, sniffing the air. Her nose wrinkled, as if analyzing his sweat like a sommelier tasting wine. "Your odor is weak, yet intriguing. No claws, no fangs. Are you prey or pest?" She stepped closer, her spear humming louder. "Speak, creature, or I will gut you like a sand serpent." Leo gulped, his mind racing. "Prey? Pff, I'm a chef, not a chicken nugget. Look, you got the wrong guy. I'm just trying to survive out here. Maybe we can, vibe, share some food. I make a mean pizza, pepperoni, extra cheese, the works." Clythea's eyes narrowed. "Pizza? Is this a weapon? A toxin?" She lowered her spear, curiosity flickering in her gaze. "You are bold for one so small. Most prey flee or beg. You talk. Endlessly. Talking's my superpower. That and making food so good it'll make you forget about eating me. What do you say, tall, green, and stabby? Truce?" Before Clythea could respond, Leo's vision blurred. The heat, hunger, and exhaustion hit like a freight train. He swayed, muttering, "Oh man, this is worse than a Monday shift," and collapsed, out cold. Clythea stared at the unconscious human, her spear still raised. "Fainted? Pathetic. Yet this creature intrigues me." She slung Leo over her shoulder like a sack of flour, his limp body dangling. "You will face the tribe, small one. If you are not food, prove it." As she marched toward her cave, the suns dipped below the horizon, casting Vorin in a fiery glow. Somewhere in the distance, a sandwolf howled, but Clythea's mind was elsewhere. What was this pizza the creature spoke of, and why did his defiance make her hearts, yes, plural, skip a beat? Leo Parker blinked awake, sprawled on a prickly hide that smelled like a wet dog and barbecue. His head throbbed, and his stomach growled like a Vorinian sandwolf. The cave's blue crystals pulsed overhead, making him feel like he'd woken up in a sci-fi disco. "Yo, where am I? This ain't my kitchen," he muttered, rubbing his eyes. Then he saw her, Clythea, the 10-foot-tall alien huntress looming like a green-skinned Statue of Liberty with a spear. She stood over him, golden eyes narrowed, her emerald skin catching the crystal light like a polished gem. "You live, small one," she said, her voice deep and rumbling. "Most prey do not survive my gaze. Explain this resilience." Leo sat up, wincing. "Resilience? Nah, that's just me being too stubborn to die before lunch. Name's Leo, by the way, and you're tall, green, and stabby? No offense, but you got a name?" "I am Clythia, first huntress of Warren. You are no warrior, yet you speak as one. At the great feast, you will be the main course, unless you prove your worth." Leo's eyes widened. "Main course? Lady, I'm not a burger. Look, let's make a deal. You don't eat me, and I'll cook you something so good you'll forget I'm even edible. I'm talking pizza, crispy crust, gooey cheese, the works. What do you say?" Clythia tilted her head, her braided hair clinking with glowing beads. "Pizza? Another of your tricks? Your kind speaks in riddles." She leaned closer, sniffing him. "You smell of weakness and something else. Herbs? Toxins?" "Nope, that's just my deodorant in a dream," Leo quipped, scrambling to his cooking kit among the shipwreckage. He pulled out a portable camping cookware set, a dented bag of flour, and a pouch of emergency marinara sauce. "Give me a fire, some of those glowy mushrooms over there, and I'll show you magic. Not like actual magic. Food magic." Clythia crossed her arms, skeptical. "Vornians consume raw essence to honor the hunt. This cooking is unnatural. Why alter what the hunt mother provides?" Leo grinned, undeterred. "Because raw food is for chumps. Trust me, once you taste my pizza, you'll be subscribing to the deluxe meal plan. Now, help me out here, or I'm just faint again and ruin your whole feast vibe." Intrigued despite herself, Clythia tossed a log onto a smoldering fire pit, sparks flying like mini comets. Leo got to work kneading dough with the finesse of a guy who'd flipped pizzas through college. He sliced up the bioluminescent mushrooms, which hummed faintly, and mixed them with some local herbs that smelled vaguely like basil. The cave filled with a mouth-watering aroma, like an Italian restaurant crash landing in the desert. Clythia watched, mesmerized. "You manipulate these plants with precision," she said, almost accusingly. "Is this a weapon? A ritual to summon your gods?" Leo laughed, tossing dough like a pro. "Weapon? Nah, this is love in crust form. Chill, Clythia. You're about to have your mind blown." He slid the pizza onto a flat stone over the fire, the cheese bubbling like a lava flow. Clythia crouched, sniffing the air. Her eyes widened. "This scent! It invades my senses. Is it a neurotoxin? A trap?" She grabbed a mushroom from the pile and popped it in her mouth, chewing fiercely. Her face twisted. "Bitter? Inedible? You seek to poison me." Leo winced. Whoa, hold up. You don't eat those raw. They're like onions. Gross until you cook them. Here, try this." He slid the finished pizza off the stone, its crust golden and crispy. He tore off a slice, the cheese stretching like a gooey bridge, and held it out. "One bite, and you'll ditch this whole eat Leo plan." Clythia stared at the slice, suspicious. "If this is a trick, small one, I will feed you to the sand wolves." She took the slice, her massive hand dwarfing it, and bit down. The cave went silent, save for the faint hum of the crystals. Her eyes fluttered shut. A low, rumbling moan escaped her lips, like a lion purring. This is not food. This is divine." She took another bite, her golden eyes sparkling. "What sorcery is this, Leo of Earth?" Leo grinned, leaning back. "Not sorcery, babe, just pizza. Told you I'm not lunch material. So, we cool now, or are you still planning to make me a kebab?" Her gaze softened just for a moment. "You are strange, small one, but this pizza, it speaks to my hearts." She paused, then straightened. All business again. "The tribe must know of this. Come, we prepare for the great feast." Leo gulped, grabbing his cooking kit. "Feast? Like a party, right? Not a let's roast Leo kind of thing." But Clythia was already striding out of the cave, pizza slice in hand, her spear glinting in the crystal light. Leo Parker jogged to keep up with Clythia's long strides, his cooking kit glanking like a one-man band. The Voran desert stretched around them, all red sand and jagged cliffs, with two suns dipping low like giant fireballs. The air smelled like hot metal and something sweet. Maybe those glowing plants he'd seen. Yo, Clypheus, slow down, he panted. I'm built for flipping pizzas, not running marathons. So, this great feast, what's the deal? Am I cooking or am I like the main ingredient? Clypheus' lips twitched, almost a smile. You will not be eaten yet. Your pizza has earned you a chance to prove your worth. The tribe honors strength, but your strange ways intrigue me. Teach me more of this cooking. Leo's eyes lit up. Now we're talking. All right, tall, green, and gorgeous, let's make a deal. I'll show you how to whip up a killer pizza, and you keep those spears pointed at someone else. Cool? She stopped, towering over him. Gorgeous, is this flattery or another of your tricks? Her voice was stern, but her emerald skin shimmered brighter, like she wasn't totally mad about it. Just calling it like I see it, Leo said, winking. Come on, let's set up a kitchen. You got any more of those glowy mushrooms? Maybe some meat that doesn't bite back? Kythea led him to the Clyrosian camp, a maze of stone huts and crystal spires glowing under the sunset. Varinians, tall, green-skinned warriors like Kythea, stared as they passed, muttering in a guttural language. One kid, half Leo's size but still taller than a basketball player, pointed and giggled. Leo waved. What's good, little dude? Want a slice later? At the camp center, a massive fire pit roared, surrounded by tables piled with raw meat and plants. Kythea gestured. This is where we feast. Show me your craft, Leo of Eth. But know this, the tribe will judge you. Fail, and you may yet feed the sandwolves. Leo swallowed hard but cracked his knuckles. No pressure, huh? All right, let's do this. He set up his cooking kit, grabbing mushrooms and a slab of meat Kythea called skull beast flank. As he chopped, he tried to make small talk. So, you guys eat everything raw? No spices, no sauce? That's like culinary jail. Kythea frowned, handing him a knife the size of a skateboard. Raw food is pure. Cooking weakens the essence. Why do humans tamper with the Hunt Mother's gifts? Because we're awesome like that, Leo said, slicing mushrooms with flair. Cooking's not just food. It's art. It's love. It's a party in your mouth. Watch and learn. He tossed the ingredients into a pan, the sizzle filling the air with a savory aroma. Kythea leaned closer, sniffing, her braids brushing his shoulder. Your art smells potent, she said almost reluctantly. But it is unnatural. How do I wield this blade as you do? Leo laughed, handing her a smaller knife. Here, hold it like this, not like you're stabbing a sandwolf. Gentle, like you're petting a puppy. Their hands brushed as he guided her, and Kythea froze, her golden eyes wide. This touch, it is warm. Strange. Is this part of your cooking ritual? Leo's cheeks flushed. Not exactly. That's just, human stuff. Teamwork. Don't overthink it, Kythea. Just chop. She chopped awkwardly, the knife wobbling like a drunk spaceship. Leo stifled a laugh. Okay, we'll work on that. You're a natural at the spear thing, though. Ever think about, chilling instead of hunting all the time? Kythea's expression darkened. There is no chilling. These Orathians, our enemies, grow bold. They raid our borders, seeking to claim Boren's crystals. The great feast strengthens us for war. Without strength, we fall. Leo paused, the pan sizzling. War? That's heavy. Look, I'm just a pizza guy, but maybe I can help. Food's got a way of bringing people together, or, distracting enemies while you stab them. Kythea stared, her voice low. You speak lightly, yet your eyes hold cunning. Perhaps you are more than prey. She stepped closer, her shadow swallowing him. Show the tribe your worth, Leo of Eth. Impress them, and you may live. Before Leo could respond, a deep horn blared, echoing through the canyon. Kythea's head snapped up. The feast begins. Prepare your pizza. The tribe awaits. Leo grabbed his pan, heart racing. Showtime, baby. Let's see if these aliens can handle a taste of Earth. The Clyrosian camp thumped like a tailgate party at a monster truck rally. Varinians roared, their spears flashing under the stars like glow sticks at a rave. Leo Parker manned his makeshift pizza station by the fire pit, dough flying like a frisbee. His cookware hissed with bioluminescent mushrooms, herbs, and skull beast meat, the cheesy aroma punching through the raw food stench. "This is my moment. Gonna make these aliens my biggest fans or go down swinging," he muttered. Kythea stood at his side, her emerald skin shimmering in the firelight. Her golden eyes met his, a spark of trust flickering. "I believe in you."
Leo's heart skipped. Whoa, is that a compliment, Clythea? Careful, I might start thinking you like me. He winked, tossing dough with flair. Stick with me, and I'll have this whole camp chanting for seconds. Maybe save you a slice, too. Clythea's braids clinked as she leaned closer. Like you? Your boldness is tolerable. Her lips twitched, almost a smile, but a deep hum shook the ground, like a jet engine revving. The Vorinians froze. A scout sprinted into the camp shouting, "Zorathians! Their ships are here!" Chaos erupted. Warriors grabbed spears. Kids scampered to safety. Clythea's grip tightened on her weapon, her voice a growl. "They dare attack during the feast? We will crush them!" She glanced at Leo, fierce but hesitant. "Stay back, Leo. This is no place for your kind." Leo's pulse raced, but a light bulb went off. He'd overheard a scout mention the Zorathians' weakness to vorispice, a red-hot herb he'd used lightly in his pizza. "Hold the spears, Clythea," he said, grabbing her arm. Her skin was warm, like sun-baked stone. "I've got a better idea. We don't fight. We feed 'em." Clythea stared like he'd grown a second head. "Feed our enemies? Have you lost your mind?" "Nope, I'm cooking with it," Leo grinned. "We invite the Zorathians to the feast. I'll make a pizza so spicy it'll send them running. Vorispice is their kryptonite. Trust me, I read the memo. No swords, just sauce. You in?" Clythea's eyes narrowed. This plan is reckless. Food as a weapon defies the Hunter Mother's code. But your ways are effective. If we die, I will haunt you, Leo of Earth. "Fair enough," Leo said, cracking his knuckles. "Let's spice things up, partner." As 3 Zorathian ships, black, sleek, and humming with plasma, touched down outside the canyon, the tribe hustled to set the trap. The Zorathians strutted in, gray-skinned, wiry, with twitchy antennae and beady eyes. Their leader, Vrex, sneered, his voice like nails on a chalkboard. "Give us your crystals, Vorinians, or we'll turn your camp to dust." Clythea stepped forward, spear gleaming. "We offer peace, Vrex. Join our feast, and we negotiate." The tribe muttered, shocked, but she shot Leo a look that screamed, "Don't mess this up." Vrex cackled. "Peace. Weakness. But we'll humor you. Your food is as soft as your spines." He led his troops to the tables, shoving aside raw meat with disgust. Leo worked about the pizza ninja, churning out pies faster than a food truck at a festival. He dumped vorispice into the sauce, hiding its fire under layers of cheese and herbs. "This is my Inferno special. Hope these guys like heartburn." He passed slices to Clythea, who handed them to the Zorathians with a warrior's poise. Vrex bit into a slice, smirking. "This is your best. Pathetic." But mid-chew, his face turned purple. His antennae flailed like broken wipers. "Fire! Betrayal!" he wheezed, coughing up crumbs. His troops dropped their slices, gagging and clawing their throats as the vorispice hit like a volcano. "See ya, antenna freaks!" Leo yelled, pumping a fist. The Zorathians tripped over each other, some barfing, others bolting for their ships. Vrex staggered, pointing at Leo. "You cursed us!" he choked, then collapsed, out cold. The Vorinians exploded in cheers, spears thrusting skyward. Clythea grabbed Leo's shoulders, her grip fierce, but her eyes shining. "Leo of Earth, you turned food to victory. The Hunter Mother herself would bow to you." Her voice cracked with awe, and for a second she looked ready to hug him. Leo wiped sauce off his cheek, grinning. "Just another day at the pizzeria, Clythea. Told you I'd make them run. Now, about that thank you kiss." A plasma bolt screamed overhead, singeing a crystal spire. The last Zorathian ship, still active, fired wildly. Clythea yanked Leo behind a table, her spear humming. They flee, but their pride stings. "We must fortify the camp." Leo peeked out, adrenaline pumping. Man, I just wanted to grill some pies, but if they're back for round 2, I'm ready to cook up a storm. The tribe chanted Leo's name, their voices shaking the canyon. Clythea met his gaze, her voice soft but fierce. You are no mere cook. You are our fire. Her smile, sharp and radiant, hit him like a shot of espresso. The Clytherian camp had calmed down, like a bar after last call. The fire pit crackled low, embers glowing like tiny suns. Crystal spires shimmered, bathing the canyon in a dreamy blue light. Leo Parker slumped against a table, his apron smeared with sauce and vori spice. His pizza had sent the Zorathians running, and the Verinians were still buzzing, some sneaking seconds of his Inferno special. Man, he muttered, wiping his brow. I just pulled off the galaxy's spiciest heist. Where's my Oscar? Clythea approached, her emerald skin catching the crystal glow like a living jewel. Her spear rested on her shoulder, but her golden eyes were softer than Leo had ever seen. Leo of Earth, she said, her voice warm as the fire. Your food turned our enemies to cowards. The tribe calls you Firebringer. I owe you thanks. Leo grinned, standing straighter. Firebringer? Yo, that's a dope nickname. And you're welcome, Clythea. Told you pizza's better than spears. He nudged a leftover slice toward her. No extra spice, promise. She took the slice, her massive hand dwarfing it, and nibbled cautiously. Her eyes fluttered, a low hum escaping her throat. This speaks to my hearts. Your craft is strange, yet powerful, like you.
Leo's cheeks flushed. Whoa, 2 compliments in one night? Careful, Clythea, I might think you're sweet on me. He stepped closer, barely reaching her chest, but bold as ever. So, what's next? More bad guys, or are we chillin' with some stargazing? Clythea set the pizza down, her braids clinking. Chilling, your words are nonsense, yet they stir me. She crouched to his level, her face inches away. Her breath smelled faintly of vori spice. You are no warrior, Leo, yet you fought with fire. You are small, yet you fill my thoughts. Explain this human magic. Leo swallowed, heart racing. That's not magic, Clythea. That's just feelings. You know when someone makes your heart do backflips? He scratched his neck, grinning. Like right now, you're making mine go full gymnast. Clythea tilted her head, puzzled. Backflips? My hearts do not flip. They race. She pressed a hand to her chest, frowning. This is unnatural. Is it a sickness? A toxin from your food? Leo laughed, stepping closer. Nah, that's just you catching feelings. Happens to the best of us. Here, let me show you a human trick. He took a deep breath, nerves jangling, and reached for her hand. Her skin was warm, like sunlit stone. This is how we say you're awesome on Earth. Before she could protest, Leo stood on tiptoes, pulled her down gently, and kissed her. It was quick, but electric, like biting into a fresh slice, warm, bold, and just right. The crystals pulsed brighter, as if cheering. Clythea froze, her eyes wide as moons. She touched her lips, voice shaky. This is no trick. It is fire. Her golden eyes locked on his. And then, surprising even herself, she leaned in, kissing him back. It was clumsy, fierce, like a warrior learning a new dance, but it sent sparks through Leo's veins. He pulled back, breathless. Damn, Clythea, you're gonna make me burn the next batch. He laughed, grabbing her hand. All right, let's make it official. We're opening the first pizzeria in the galaxy, right here. You in? Her grip firm, but warm. I am in, Firebringer. We will feed the stars. Her smile was dazzling, a mix of Vorian pride and human joy. The scene shifted to a bustling festival. Vorians and traders swapped pizza for crystals, kids ran with cheesy slices, and Leo taught a clumsy warrior to toss dough. Clythea stood tall, directing the chaos like a general, but her eyes never left Leo. A hollow sign flickered above the pizzeria, beaming Firebringers to the stars. Leo looked out, muttering, Man, I'm never leaving this planet.
He caught Cleithia's gaze and grinned. "Here's to us, babe. Let's keep the fire burning." As the camp roared with laughter and song, the camera zoomed out, Vorian's canyon glowing under a sky full of possibilities. The pizzeria stood as a beacon, proof that a human chef and a Vorian huntress could cook up a love and a legacy that rocked the stars.